what's up? So we had quite a drive here. We got stuck 2 hours at the border, but we're here, so we're happy to be here. So I will start with a brief history of Vrvana, which was called True Player Gear before. So it's pronounced Vrvana, like Nirvana, first of all. We started this project when Palmer was in kindergarten. We started in 2005. So the main objective was to. So I've been an hardcore gamer since I'm a little kid, and I love gaming. I love gadgets. So it was more of a personal quest to have a great gaming experience. So in 2005, the Xbox 360 got announced. And it was like the eureka moment. I said, we need something easy to use for VR, something simple. A console is very simple. Just put your game in, it's plug and play and it works. So we started with that, experimented with the technology back then. It was mostly micro displays, simple optics, only accelerometer. So we were trying to understand head movements with only an accelerometer, so it drifted like crazy. It was not a good experience, but it got us the ball rolling and everything, learning what works, what doesn't work. And then things like moved along. So it started with the Wii, the accelerometers, got used in consumer market. After that, there was the Wii Motion Plus, so gyroscope came in MEMS size. So we experimented with that, so on and so forth, until we had our first MVP. We went to the CES to show it. So it was with micro displays, 45-degree field of view, like SVGA. So it was okay, but it was not my initial vision, which was immersive gaming, being in a virtual world, fooling your brain to believe that it's real. So we went back to the drawing boards and decided to switch from a micro display to a larger screen, which came with the smartphone revolution. So now I have a 1440p screen in my pocket, which is a better resolution than my TV at home, which is quite amazing to me. So we switched to the Totem form factor, which is a bigger screen, simple optics. Our previous generation using micro display was like 4 optics stacked against each other and battling against the laws of physics just to do 45 degrees. By using a bigger screen, it's a bit more bulky, unfortunately, but much more immersive. And I think it's a great trade-off. You want immersiveness more than like something really cute, but not immersive. So simpler optics, we introduced, so previous version, we already decided that we wanted cameras. So we designed everything for the 2 cameras, but didn't put too much energy in it. So the next version, we started from there and moved it further along. So that was, who saw our Kickstarter last year? Raise your hand. Okay, nobody. Oh, one, okay. So that was what we launched on Kickstarter last year. And we've been improving that version since maybe Christmas. And in the Kickstarter, we learned that what people got excited about was really the augmented reality part of the headset. Like really one headset that can do both at a really immersive state, so 105 degrees. Other AR solution, it will be limited at 40, 50 degrees because they use pico projector or micro displays. So it's really hard to have a really immersive experience. So we did the impossible. We worked like crazy for like 4 months and we're able to do a respin in 4 months, which we present tonight. Oh, okay, so that was just before the E3. We went to Ecom, so it's just a little video. So this is what we'll try tonight, Couch Night. Who tried Couch Night before? Okay. Not too many. So it's an Unreal demo. We have a Unity Unreal plugin. So what we like about it is girls really get like into the game. It jumps, and so it's a fun game. You don't hear too much, but maybe.
Donc avec le même casque, c'est possible de faire autant la réalité virtuelle que la réalité augmentée, puis ça on est le seul qui dans le casque.
So that was in May this year, so we were in a big crunch to do our new version, but we showed last year prototype, but with like low persistence, really good tracking, still LCD based, so we had ghosting and other issues, but that was really a great demo, so we were really happy about that, and this is what we launched at E3, private demos to partners. It's improved mechanics, better weight distribution, better resolution. So now it's 1440p OLED, low persistence, which was kind of funny to hack because it's hard to get support on a feature that's not supposed to exist. So we reverse engineer it, so we're also proud of that part. So you'll be able to see, except from the Samsung Gear VR, the only low persistence OLED 1440p screen to date. I'll pass it to Marco for the rest.
Hi, what's up guys? My name is Marco, that was Bertrand. I think he forgot to introduce himself, but he's Bert. Hi Marco. I'll try to make it quick. I know you guys are really eager to step into the different demos that are here tonight, so let's get it going. So I'm just going to present a few VR use cases, which I'm pretty sure you guys are already familiar with, right? But we had these slides and we decided to keep them in. So obviously gaming is like the easy entry point into VR. Gamers are craving for this stuff. They really want to get into their game. And but we believe that's not like the only use case. We strongly believe in other applications. So obviously there's architecture both for like exterior design or interior. Like imagine how easy it would be to visualize that next apartment you're gonna buy and try out like different floors, like wood or ceramic or whatever, change the colors of the walls, whatever. And what I like about this particular demo here is that there's also a mode for empathy. So VR can actually get you to feel what other people are feeling. So in this one, there's like two modes. One where you get to see what a colorblind person would see, and the other one is what a person with cataracts would see. So the letters kind of get fuzzy. So I thought that was really interesting. Of course, there's entertainment. So everything that's sports, we've been seeing. There was a soccer match recently that was broadcast in VR. And so I think there's really a huge potential for unlimited tickets, like one seat that you can sell so many times, right? But also new like points of view that you wouldn't be able to buy a ticket for normally, and this will be possible in VR. Of course, simulation, so training to become a pilot, crane operators, you name it, anything where there's really big equipment that would be quite expensive to wreck. This one we hold really close to heart. It's really important for us. It's education. So there's this huge potential to revolutionize education. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this, but so we're from Quebec, by the way. That's why there's the accent. So in Quebec, there's a lot of dropout by boys, and we hope that VR will change this by making educational content much more engaging and attractive for guys. Medical, so if the surgeon was wearing a headset, he wouldn't need somebody to hold up that tablet, and he'd get some sort of augmented reality help, and kind of like what this mechanic is getting. So Bertrand already kind of browsed over the current specifications of the Totem, but I'll just repeat them really quick. So we've got 1440p, 105 field of view. We can actually do optical correction of video inside the headset. We're not doing it yet, but that's coming up, and it's really practical in B2B uses where they're not necessarily using existing game engines. So what makes us special? We get this question all the time. How are you different from Oculus or Vive, right? And it's normal. It's a perfectly legitimate question. So we have an FPGA inside the headset, which gives us a lot of processing power to do all sorts of magical stuff like the onboard video correction I was talking about. Also, obviously, we have the cameras, which are really practical for something as simple as you press the button on the side and you go into pass-through mode, so you can reach out and pick up your beer, right? And also we're going to be using that for positional head tracking. So if anybody's not familiar with that, it's that so this is rotational, but then positional is being able to get closer to objects and move like this, like more translations, right? And competitors are today are using usually external widgets, so like lasers that you have to place in the room, or an external webcam that's looking at you. And this is kind of a more complicated setup. We believe it's interesting to have it like an all-in-one device that can do it all without having to do a complicated external setup. So, and finally, the cameras will be great for augmented reality. So right now there's a lot of focus on VR, and sure, augmented we talk about a lot, but I think like within the next few months we'll be able to have something really interesting on the Totem, augmented reality wise. Tonight we'll be showing you a very basic demo of tracking. I think I'll just skip this one. Okay, so this is a quick video of the feature tracking. So we can recognize features with the cameras, and basically it shows like how the positional is working, but you'll get kind of a feel of that as well when you come try out our demo. So I'll pass back the mic to Bert. And I hope to see you guys demoing with us. We're in that room right there.
So I just want to know who's a developer here who does VR content. Okay. So Yuval mentioned it quite extensively. We have our own plugins, but we strongly believe in the OSVR initiative. It was started at CES this year. We were part of that launch, so we're an early believer in that. I think Linux is going to be part of VR, and I think other players are not supporting it anymore. So if you guys are really interested in Mac and Linux, I think OSVR is really worth pursuing. So, you guys, you talk. So, I think one of our competitive advantage is that we have a very flexible platform. You can do VR, AR. We can do custom processing in our FPGA. We can even do custom headset with maybe special sensors that are not for everyone. Our go-to strategy in the consumer market is through a partner. So we're talking with lots of them right now, and I think with the right partner we could bring a really cool Totem to the mass at the same time as everyone next year. But as I mentioned, there's also a lot of B2B opportunities. For example, right now we're starting a program with soldering company that does certification, and they like the fact that we can do the onboard distortion because their internal tool isn't based with game engines, so they have limitation. So right now we have our brand new prototype. It's still a bit rough on the edge, but it's our first public demo, so I hope you'll enjoy it. Right now, we still have a little bit of tearing, but we're working on that. We'll use adaptive sync, so for people who know adaptive sync, that's why we think it's going to be a must for VR, so no tearing. And the tracking is maybe at 95% of our old generation, which was quite perfect. So for the really hardcore geek out there that can sense little tracking things, you'll see that it's almost perfect, but not to our standard. What else? I think that's pretty much. Let's have fun.
I've heard of it. I went to PAX. Oh yeah. I went the first year that they had it here, and that was pretty cool. Enjoying it.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. Now, you know, it's a little hard for me to say your name, so give me Bert.
It's Bert.
Bert?
Yeah, Vrvana.
Oh, okay, that's what I remember him saying, and that didn't sound like a Bert to me. That was a, say it again? Berta. Okay, say it. You say it for me. Okay, you see how bad we are in Boston? We don't even try, we're so scared.
Bert. You like Bert?
All right, so tell me just a little bit about your company. What do you guys are all about?
So we do a great VR headset. We've been doing this for 10 years. This is our 6th generation that we're showing tonight. I hope you guys will enjoy it. We can do VR and AR with the same headset. That's pretty much it.
All right, and what is it that you guys are hoping to accomplish? Because I know you popped down from, what, Canada?
Yeah.
All the way from Canada? Are you serious?
Yeah, it got stuck at the border.
You know what? We are so sorry about that, but we are so happy that you're here. So what were you looking forward to accomplishing tonight at the VR meeting?
Just have some feedback. We're going at Gamescom next week. Things to improve for the big show, and to understand what are the needs of the developers and things like that.
Well, I tell you this, we are so grateful that you guys popped down here. Border Control, we are so sorry about that.
But they were helpful.
They were helpful. Okay, now we want to claim them. If you say something positive about them, we'll claim them. If you say something negative, we'll disown them.
So we did have all our papers for the prototype. First time crossing the border with a high-value prototype, different rules. So we had to do the paperwork for an hour, and so but they help us. So that's good.
Oh,
learning every day.
All right. One other thing I want to ask you. I know you gave a presentation, but here's my question for you. Is there anything that you didn't say in your presentation that you want to throw out there and tell us about right now?
That's an open
I
question.
also signed up.
That was the intent. Anything you want to say. You can say I love my mother, or I mean you can say my dog is great, whatever you want to say, but just give us
I
some
do love
information.
my mother because of her, that project existed. Without her, it would be
Well
no Vrvana.
then say your mother's name right now. Say her name.
Ah, je t'aime.
Oh, thank you. All right, you want to thank your mom too? Oh, these are good guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the interview. All right, bye-bye.
Venkat here from John Hancock, but I'm here by myself. I'm a VR, AR enthusiast.
Wow.
I have a Google Cardboard and I play around with Unity 3D for my own experiments, but then I'm interested in learning about what new devices, what new technologies, what frameworks are forming. So yeah.
Absolutely. So you attended tonight's event, right? So what did you think about it?
Again, I've been following the meetup, the Boston VR meetup for a while, and
Thank you for that plug. Thank you.
Vrvana, I followed their Kickstarter last year, and looks like they made a lot of improvements with their new Totem. So I'm excited to do a demo of it whenever I get through the long line.
I know we have a long line because there's so much awesome stuff to see and do.
So much enthusiasm and energy out here.
Yes, and so thank you so much for your interview and for the information that you shared with us. We
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much,
it from
and
Boston
thank you so
VR.
much for doing the vlogs.
You're so sweet. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.